So, this video you see up on the screen here was suggested to me. It's not something that I'm gonna watch, more than likely not gonna watch it. Nor am I suggesting anybody else to watch it. I'm just going off of a sync, of just seeing it. Just seeing the thumbnail is information enough for me, for my own research. And so, this is something that I talked about in my last video about the Dairy Queen, but well, really I wrote about it. I didn't really talk about it because I thought about it after the fact, after I had made the video. Then I wrote it in because I thought it was an afterthought. So, I believe this kind of explains this idea of the Mandela effect and how some people believe there's certain minor alterations that they don't remember. Things being one way, like an advertisement or something like that. They see a minor alteration and they say, hey, that's different than what I remember, right? And so, I don't believe that. I do think that there is some type of loop that has happened, that we're replaying something, I don't know how many years it is, I don't know how many years of that actual repeat is being repeated, right? Maybe the last 20 years, or maybe the last 30 years, I don't know, because I'm not aware of the loop. Now, there may be a person in the world who is actually aware of the loop or is causing the loop. That's a possibility I've thought of, that they're replaying the same 30 years or whatever, 20 years or 10 years or whatever it is, and they're trying to change something or something like that, or they're doing something differently. I don't know how this is being caused. It's just an idea. It's just something fun that I'm thinking about. And plus, since the idea was already stoked in me yesterday to talk about it, and then I got this thumbnail with the 6-7, the kids are saying 6-7 and stuff, and the idea of the movie Groundhog's Day, where these were playing the same. He's trying to get the scenario correct, right? So that something can go the correct way. It's kind of like a form of alchemy, trying to balance and rebalance. If you look at the temperance card, the two angels are pouring the one angel's pouring the 2 cups. And those 2 cups represent the cups are the infinite, the infinity symbol. The cups are being balanced and rebalanced, and you have to get the fire and the water just right to mix and balance, so that there isn't a discrepancy there, or there isn't a fight, right? Because, like I had explained in my last video about Romeo and Juliet, that's a movie about alchemy and about the conflict of the lack of balance between the 2 cups of the masculine and the feminine, and their families are the playing out of that lack of understanding, the misunderstanding, the confusion, the imbalances from each side, that they are lacking something from the other side, because the yin and the yang, they always make sure to have a somewhat of an understanding of the other side by possessing some of the qualities of the other side, so that they can remain balanced and remain able to reconcile any kind of alchemical differences between the 2 parts of the story, or the 2 characters of the story, which we can switch them out and see them. They don't have to be physical characters. We can just use those characters as a reference to explain chemical processes, right? Which is what we do, and what the Egyptians have done, what the Mayans have done, what all of these, what the Bible does. It switches out, certain things and places them and makes them into characters so that we can better understand the formulas. And then some people have taken those formulas literally, not saying that there isn't literal characters that are actually playing out the alchemy, or they are the alchemy in action, right? So they are the elements of the story that are the alchemy. But yeah, this is definitely a very fascinating subject, and I'm glad I came upon it. I'm probably not going to watch it because I have other things in my watch later list that are more important. And plus, this is like a very Christian video, and I'm not really interested in that. sometimes I'll watch these Christian videos just to see if I can get something else out of whatever it is that their message is. I'm not into Christianity in that way, so, but I can still, gather information from a lot of these different videos that I watch that are based in their methods of decoding. I just take it and I put my own spin on it. So, all right, thanks. Oh, maybe I forgot to mention, I think I did, that yeah, I don't have any recall of a loop. Like, I don't remember a loop or being in a different timeline. I've never gotten any dreams about it or from any prior. Like, I've had a couple of deja vus, right? Deja vus. I've had a few over my lifetime, but it wasn't enough for me to, like, be like, oh yeah, I remember, like, whole timelines. And yeah, that's not me. It's obviously somebody else that's doing that. But I'm aware of it in a way where I'm seeing information about it that's suggesting that it's possible. It's just that it hasn't been fully revealed to me any type of loops in a timeline in its entirety anyway. Like, there's maybe people out here that it has happened to where they remember a whole entire loop of a last timeline. Okay, but that's not me. I wish it was me so that I could confirm this, but or maybe I wouldn't be making the mistakes I am making in this life or have made in this life. Maybe I wouldn't have made those mistakes had I known that, there is a loop taking place. But maybe that's why I've come across certain people that I've come across in this lifetime, because they are indicating to make alterations to the way that I'm, I guess the decisions that I'm making, right? And make detours and changes and things like that. Whereas had I not made those changes meeting certain people, I would have ended up not knowing what I know now. All right, thanks.